All right, KK.
Lore.
Welcome to the Fit Feast. We are about to prepare a meal that we're two hungry girls. We're going to make it and we're going to eat it.
We worked out a lot today. We're ready to go.
So, today what we're going to make a salad. In my house it's called the salad because it's got a particular dressing I'm going to teach how to make. Then we have an appetizer, or you could eat it as a meal, Thai chicken wraps. And then
I'm going to make rosemary balsamic chicken. It's my go-to chicken recipe. I make it several times a week, and I'm going to do that. We'll have that with the salad, and we're also each going to make a dessert, something for after dinner, after our Fit Feast.
One for you and
yes.
one for me. There's no sharing.
Each of us.
Okay, let's go. So, let's start with the salad.
Okay.
So what I like to do is buy a bag of mixed greens because I'm too lazy to wash it. So that's what this is. Just any kind of green leafy vegetables. Better than iceberg lettuce, romaine, red leaf, any kind of dark leafy spinach. Better than any kind of iceberg lettuce. Doesn't have any nutritional value. Then we're going to put in some cucumbers. And let's dump all that avocado.
Avocados? Okay.
You could never really have enough avocado. So put that in. That's a lot of avocado, too. We're going to have some of that right now.
Sure.
Yeah.
She taught me how to make this salad. Now I make this salad
Now,
every week.
mushrooms. You don't have to put mushrooms. You don't like mushrooms. I like mushrooms.
And they make it a lot bigger. They make me feel like
Don't you like to
getting
fluff
more
the salad?
food out of it.
Well,
Yeah.
I like to have a lot of food. And I like a little color and some berries. We call this antioxidants.
A little flavor.
Little blueberries. Put a little sprinkle in there. Oh.
Just take this away.
No. This calls for some muscle. Oh, you don't want to screw this up like that. Red peppers. Well, we just like a little because it's got a good flavor to it. So we have to do this on camera.
Okay.
One great thing about working out,
That
you
looks
open
really
your own.
cool.
Open your own damn jars. So I have a knife somewhere. I need
We
to
do
look
have a
cut.
knife.
Yes. So we're just going to cut up a few slices that makes it look nice and it has a good taste to it. These are pickled sweet red peppers, B&G. I like them better than the roasted ones are good too. The roasted ones don't have any sugar in them. These have a vinegary taste, so kind of just going to go with the dressing. We'll just put some of those in there. Maybe one more.
Go for it.
Measuring is not my thing. So, but I'm using like 2 slices. That's probably about a half of a red pepper. If you prefer a fresh red pepper, you could go ahead and use a fresh red pepper. These ones are marinated in, hold that up, B&G. B&G. Okay, and then, well, this is a very important step. We're going to put some toasted nuts in. Now, you could put in nuts, like when I met KK, she was nuts, and she put the nuts in without toasting them.
I didn't know about toasting.
She didn't know about toasting them, but I taught her about toasting them. It's very important. It changes everything. So I'm going to run these over to the toaster.
It really does make a huge difference in the flavor.
Now you could use any kind of nuts. These are sliced almonds. You could use pine nuts, really good. You could use pecans, excellent.
Great.
Any nuts really that you like. These ones I just happen to have, but I need to toast them, so I'll be right back.
I'll toast it up.
Oh, toasted. So now I'm going to put these toasted almonds right in there. And then
Now we have our goat cheese.
we have some goat cheese. Okay.
You don't have to use goat cheese. You can use feta. You can use
Yes.
reduced fat. You can use no cheese at all. But
That would
this
be
is
sad. Don't do that. Now this is
once we
just
start, it's hard
this
to
is
go back.
it's really hard to. This is just plain. I will tell you, there is a version of this with cranberries on the outside.
And blueberries.
Or blueberries on the outside. It's really delicious, but it does have sugar. So for this meal, we're going to be clean. We're just going to have plain old goat cheese. Since we have blueberries in the salad, it'll have that flavor anyway. Look how I'm pretending that I'm going to ration the salad. Just throw that in there. We could eat the other half
Okay.
Okay, that seems like a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, we have to make the dressing. Well, that's our
Yes,
salad.
the dressing is the best part of the salad, and I call it the Lore dressing because that's my nickname for my friend here.
Now, my mother taught me this trick. Because most people just use, oil and vinegar as a classic salad dressing. But here's the thing. You could use, and I'm using balsamic, and I'm going to put it in a shaker bottle. Just I need something to shake it up. And you can use, instead of doing like half vinegar and half oil, when you do what I'm about to do, which is add some mustard, you can reduce the oil. So I'm going to put only, let's say I have about a half a cup of vinegar to maybe a quarter cup of oil. Not a lot.
Can't even do it without oil.
You can. But I'm on a low carb diet and I'm allowed to have olive oil. If you were having a low calorie, low fat diet, you could do this without any oil. That was olive oil. Where's my mustard?
I have the mustard.
Put that mustard in
Okay.
there. So we just kind of put like a tablespoon or two in, depending on how much your dressing
Just
you're
really
making.
thickens up the dressing, so
Yes.
you can kind of shake it and determine as you go along.
What my mama taught me is it's an emulsifier, so it thickens it up. And I like it a little bit sweet, so I'm going to put a packet of equal in there. You got a lot, and I'm going to give it two.
That's why your dressing's always better than mine.
Why? Because
Find
I
out.
use a little bit of artificial sweetener. There's nothing natural about me. So then you've got it in there in your shaker, and then you just close it up tight, and you shake it up.
That's the
Shake
fun
it up,
part.
baby.
I want to shake.
Shake, baby. Oh, it's splashing.
It does splash.
Mm.
Okay.
You could eat this dressing on anything. You know what this is really good on? Plain old grilled chicken.
Yeah.
Excellent on chicken.
It's great on
Okay.
chicken.
So what it does, it gives it a little thickness, and actually if you put it in the refrigerator for a little bit before you use it, it gets even a little thicker. So that's good. So we're gonna, should we put this on now, or we'll just wait?
We'll just wait.
Okay.
Mix that up first.
So are you ready for the next part?
I'm ready for the next part. Are we
Okay.
doing chicken now?
I'm gonna do the, you're gonna make your sauce. You have to make your
Okay.
marinade, right?
Yes.
And I need to make my marinade for the appetizer. So let me get these things out of the way. Bet you Martha Stewart's really nervous right now. She's like shaking.
She's like, move
Shaking.
over, ladies.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and start marinating this rosemary chicken, and it's really basic. There are hardly any ingredients, I think fewer than 5, and that's the way that I like it, because I usually make this chicken when I come home from work and the gym and whatever I'm doing. It's like 11:30 at night, and I'm making it for lunch the next day. Or, other times I make it first thing in the morning, 6 a.m., and it's cooking while I'm in the shower, and that's just the way that I cook. So I like things fast, I like them simple, and this is how it goes. It just requires balsamic, so pour in some of that, make sure that it's all coated, and then rosemary.
How much chicken? How many pieces of chicken breast do you
This is just a packet of the thin sliced chicken breast. That's what I always buy.
Okay.
Just one packet. I don't measure. I just go with what I
12
think is
shakes.
right. A bunch of shakes. You can be generous with the rosemary. I like rosemary, so put in a lot, and a little bit of garlic powder.
A little bit from the Costco size.
I don't really like a lot, so I just put a little sprinkle, just enough to give it a little kick. And then mix that up and let it sit and marinate. Just get it all coated in there.
It smells good.
It's gonna be good.
Okay.
I've been living off this stuff for about 1.5 years, and I haven't gotten sick of it yet, so it speaks for
Pretty much anything with balsamic, don't you feel?
I love
Everything with
balsamic.
is good.
Yes.
Like, I bet you we could take this dressing, marinate chicken.
Oh, yeah,
would be
totally could. I actually
We might do that in our next
I take
program.
this chicken and I put it in that salad
Yeah.
with more of that
That's right,
dressing on top.
That's perfect.
So I'm just gonna let this
Okay,
sit.
you let that sit. And now I will show you what we're going to do for a little appetizer. I actually had an appetizer like this in a Japanese place that had all kinds of Asian fusion food. And here's what it is. I take the easy route always. This is Costco grilled chicken. It's already cooked. it's already cut up and it's ready to go. So we take some chicken and put it in a bowl. And then I'm going to take some Trader Joe's peanut sauce. You could use any kind of peanut sauce. I like this one now. Just a couple spoonfuls, let's say, probably about 1/4 cup, so that's 3 tablespoons. I'm going to put that in there.
I tried making my own peanut sauce once and it didn't work out.
Doesn't work out.
So
It's
this
better.
stuff is excellent.
These people know what they're doing.
They do. Just trust them.
These people know what they're doing. Not so much us.
No need to get
Now,
fancy.
this is a little tricky thing. This is sugar-free apricot preserve. So it's going to make it a little bit sweet, because I like everything a little bit sweet. And I put about 1 tablespoon of that in there. And I'm just mixing that up. I'm just trying to coat the chicken. We're just coating it. And then, now this is really not a low-fat, this is a low-carb appetizer, or you could have it for a meal. And this is coconut. This is also sugarless coconut cream. The milk is down there at the bottom, but you could see it's quite thick. I'm going to put a little bit of that in there.
This is Trader Joe's?
Yes, that's Trader Joe's too, and it's
I've
really
seen it. I never
delicious.
knew what to do with it.
You just mix it in there. Actually, coconut fat has been known to be really healthy for you now. Everything that used to be bad for you is good again. I hung in there long enough. So it has fatty chain acids, I believe is what it has. I don't know. It's just delicious. And that bit of fat from the coconut makes it cook real good. And then I have a little bit of chili oil, which that's from the supermarket, but you can probably get it anywhere. You could get it at Asian market, but even like a little supermarket has it. Regular supermarket in the, just a little bit, because that's a little bit hot. Okay, and then that's what we're going to do. So we're just going to take all this stuff over to our stove and cook. Right?
I'm ready to cook.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so I'm gonna get ready to cook this chicken. I'm just taking a skillet and give it a good little spritz so nothing sticks. And let's see if I'm using the right one. Okay, so just dump that on in and let it cook.
So we're going to start, actually everything in here is already cooked, so we're just going to warm it up. We're just going to warm it up and kind of get the juices to melt. And I'm going to use a scoop here of this. This is also from Trader Joe's. Coconut oil is what I'm going to cook this in. Just so I put a little scoop in the pan. You could, if you don't want to use that much fat, you could actually just use a cooking spray. Not me. So that's what I'm going to do. Put that in the pan. And we take our mixture. It looks like that. And we put it in here. Now here's the thing about the way I cook. Because I cook by taste. So you start off and it tastes pretty good. And then you want to add a little bit more of this or that, whatever you like. I'm going to put a little bit more in there because I like it to be a little more peanutty. And that's all you do. You're going to mix it in. And then if you like coconut, which as you can tell I like coconut, you can put in some unsweetened, not the sweetened one that you make cookies out of. This is unsweetened coconut. You could just sprinkle a little bit of that in there too. And just kind of mix it around. Put it on a light, like a low fire, because it's actually already cooked. You don't want to dry out the chicken. So just want everything to get kind of warmed up. So that's what I'm doing here. And that'll be ready in a minute, and then I'll show you how to roll them up. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you how to wrap up this tie wrap. So this is how the chicken came out. Well, it looks almost just like how it came in, except that's warm and the sauces are all, liquidy now. So what we're going to do is we're going to take Boston lettuce. Is good because it's really soft. You take a piece of Boston lettuce, you lay it down, and then you take some of this chicken and you put it in there like that. And then you could take some cucumber. I just cut up cucumber. If you don't like cucumber, just you can skip that one. I cut up a little crunch. And you lay it in there like that. Nice. And then you wrap it up like a blinzer. Okay, no. You just roll that bad boy up. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Do we toast?
Cheers.
Cheers. It's really good.
It's delicious.
Yeah, that's really good. Now, we're going to put the dressing on the salad and check out this chicken.
This is the rosemary chicken.
It's looking really good. What are you going to eat?
It's okay. There's enough cheese that
Okay. Okay.
All right. So let's get that dressing.
Get the dressing on there.
And let's just pour that on. We're generous.
In there.
A little more? Is that good?
This seems good.
Okay. So mix that all
Mix
up.
that up. Oh, look how nice. Isn't that pretty?
Looks wonderful.
Pretending I care because actually I just want to eat it. You start.
Yes.
Okay. That looks real good. I'm going to look at how do you see how I took out the nice plates? No paper plates for you. Only the best for you. I got myself some salad. Got yourself some salad.
I think we might have to switch up from our normal sushi dinner routine.
Oh my God. I got myself some chicken. Thanks. And I got myself a wrap.
I'm happy.
Hope you enjoy this. We'll post some directions for all this stuff on our websites.
We'll be back with dessert.
Oh.
We won't leave you hanging. Okay, so I'm making protein truffles, and they're made out of flax meal, coconut flour, some peanut flour, and which is like a peanut butter substitute. It also includes, I don't know if I said protein powder, some coconut milk, light coconut milk, and that's pretty much it, but I will post the recipe on my website. And so I've already created the dough for this and rolled them into little truffles, and I melted some chocolate here, dark chocolate, 72% dark chocolate. It's much lower in carbs and sugar, so I'm just gonna lightly coat them, and I'll post the nutritional contents, but they're very low carb. It's I think about 60 calories a truffle and 2 or 3 grams of carbs. It might be 4 grams of protein, 4.5 grams of protein, and somewhere between 3 and 4 grams of fat. So they're a low carb dessert, good alternative to all the other stuff that's out there when you just have that craving. So I'm just going to coat these in chocolate and roll them one by one. And then I'm going to take this chocolate and discard it before anything bad happens.
Oh, hell no.
I know how that goes.
Oh. Let me just step in here. You're not taking that
Save
chocolate.
the chocolate.
You're not taking the chocolate anywhere. That was a close call. How long do we have to wait to eat that?
Just till the chocolate hardens. Put it in the refrigerator. Probably 20-30 minutes.
Let's all just eat the chocolate while we're waiting.
Yeah, that's why you want to not melt too much
Too
chocolate.
much chocolate.
Don't be generous now, because that's
Yeah.
when everything goes downhill.
Wow.
I know. We're all the same sometimes.
Wow.
Or the alternative to throwing it away is finding something else dunked in the
You know you're my
chocolate.
best friend, right?
Take it away.
Here's what we're gonna make. This is called the Easy No Bake Double Chocolate Torte Dessert Mix.
Is it double because we're both gonna have
It's
it?
because we're both gonna
I'm
have
really
it.
happy about that.
Listen to me. 2 net carbs.
Okay.
2 net carbs. Now let's see how many servings they're saying. They're saying 9 servings. We'll be the judge of that. Depends on how it tastes.
Somebody's 9 and somebody else's 4.
Exactly.
Just-
But 2 carbs, really, if you made a mistake and you did the whole pan, that's 18 carbs.
It's not bad.
really.
I mean, that's less than typical
It's right.
chocolate.
So let's see how it goes. Everything I've made from this company, Dixie Diner, I think it's Carb Counters, is really delicious. Not low fat. So this is a low carb dessert, and I'm going to show you what we do. So first, we're just going to take a pan and grease it. I have tinfoil in here because my pans are older than me. I got them when I went to college from my mother, who was throwing them out. So they're kind of rusty. So I just cover all my pans with tinfoil.
I always picture the Dixie Diner to be this like heavenly place. You just walk in and they have all these amazing low carb desserts. Like I would love to take a trip there one day.
That fudge that we made. And the caramel brownie overload.
The fudge is great. Yeah, all of it. Chocolate chip muffins, they're all great.
Now this is special because it has a crust. It's got like a little crust. So we're going to make the crust part first. And the crust part is in bag 1. And so we're going to put that right in there, bag 1. And I think, do I put the butter in there? Is that right?
Melted butter and crust.
Melted butter, 2 tablespoons of melted butter into this here. And the crust mix, and just kind of, we're going to mix that up to make it a little bit of a crust that I think I can just pat into the pan. Personally, I would have put a little more butter if you weren't watching, but
have some chocolate.
We could drizzle that on later. I feel like we could.
We're very creative.
I think we could. So then we're going to put this mixture is kind of sandy kind of consistency. We'll put that in the bottom of the pan. And I'll just pat that down. I feel good about this. Let me tell you right now, I feel good about it.
Something good's about to happen.
Yeah, something good is going to happen. So that's what that looks like. And then...
Can't be a bad week if
no,
it's starting with
we
chocolate.
really can't. Then we have to melt the chocolate bag. So I'm going to go do that right now. This is my chocolate bag. It comes with this little... So that took like 1 minute. I put it in a coffee cup. That took 1 minute in the microwave. Actually, I stirred it up after about 40 seconds so it didn't get burnt. Sometimes if you leave it in the microwave, it burns. So that's what I did. Now I'm going to take my bowl and I'm going to take my chocolate, yes, which I melted, and my warm water. Here's warm water and a cup I need of that. You know what stresses me out a lot? That I can't get all the chocolate back out of this damn cup.
No, it's always.
Does that stress you out?
Missing some.
Yeah,
it might not come out.
It's stressing me out. Okay, so I put that chocolate in. Now I'm going to pour that cup of hot water in here, I think.
Yeah.
Pour that in there. Stir that up, and I believe I'm going to be whisking in some cream. So this is whipping cream. Heavy cream, whipping cream. I'm going to put a half a cup of that in there. I'm going to whisk that in. That's what I'm doing. I'm whisking. See how I'm whisking? Mm-hmm. Now, here comes.
Okay.
This is the secret sauce bag too. And in it goes. And I continue my whisking.
Whisk until blended.
Until blended. So I'm blending this up, and it's kind of like that, cocoa powder thing, which splashes all over you. And oh, it's smelling good.
It's looking good.
It's looking good.
I would eat just that.
It
doesn't really need anything else.
It definitely doesn't, but the idea of having crust is appealing. So we're getting to this thick mixture. Now, is this supposed to be non-lumpy?
It says well blended.
Well blended.
I don't mind a lump.
Put a little muscle in it, Lauren. I once tried to make a meringue without a mix master. It didn't go well, actually.
I've done that I tried to make whipped cream once.
Whipped cream, very hard to do that with, but if you put it in a piece of Tupperware and shake the hell out of it, you can make
it took a
cream.
long time, but I did.
You have to be really committed to the cream. You have to be willing to watch at least one entire show while you're shaking. It's definitely a half-hour project. But if you are desperate and out of electricity, you do not have to do without whipped cream. Okay, now I've got this going on. Oh, this is
It's looking good.
It's gotten to a very thick and very exciting consistency. And I'm going to just really, I'm so glad I didn't do biceps today. Okay, that looks nice, right?
That looks good.
Mm-hmm. And now, I think I could just pour that right in.
Mhm.
This is really gonna be fun. Okay.
Here it goes.
In it goes. And this is just, I think, going in the refrigerator too. Or we're gonna eat both things completely not ready. Put that in there.
We'll go work out while we're waiting for it.
Yeah, huh? This is always a situation too, right? This is a situation. That I feel like you can have the bowl and I can have a beater. That's how it works.
That works for me.
Mm-hmm.
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 This is good.
Oh yeah. So that's
Good.
that's real good. So that is it. Easy, no bake, double chocolate Torte dessert mix. I got this on nutrition.com, and I'm sure you just Google this company, Dixie Carb Counters, and pretty much any dessert they make is really good.
It's really good.
So,
Anything chocolate.
okay. That's it. Fit feast. Enjoy.